All right, it is 5:30. I'll go ahead and call this meeting to order. If everybody please stand. Vice Mayor Barry is going to lead us in a prayer.
Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for giving us this day to gather to do city business. Lord, give us the knowledge and the strength to do the things that we need to do. Continue to bless those that's in this room and our community, dear Lord. Now we ask all these things in your precious holy name. Amen.
Amen. Alderman Benstock, would you lead us in the pledge?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. You may be seated. And roll call, please.
Alderman Patrick.
Here.
Alderman Cross.
Here.
Alderman Sugar.
Here.
Alderman Benstock.
Here.
Alderman Gillum.
Here.
Vice Mayor Bear.
Here.
Mayor Gibson.
Here. All right, just want to welcome everybody for coming out tonight. We've got a lengthy meeting, so we'll go ahead and get started here. We're going to first start off with recognition of some public safety employees. And Chief Walker.
So we're going to recognize some employees this evening for a couple different incidents that happened towards the end of February. Police Chief Larson was unable to be here tonight, so I'm going to recognize one of the police officers for his role in a house fire response. The February 23rd, 2026, it was around 7 p.m. The fire department, police department, EMS, we were dispatched to Nicole Drive in Meadow Springs for a house fire. Fire department arrived within 4 minutes. One of the police officers was close by, arrived before the fire department. We were getting reports that the occupant was trying to go back into the house to rescue her dog. Officer Fontenot arrived and he was able to assist the lady from the front porch and kept her from going back inside. So Officer Fontenot, if you'll come here. Says in recognition of outstanding service during a house fire on February 23rd, 2026, and for exemplifying the law enforcement core values of integrity, professionalism, and service, we hereby present Officer Michael Fontenoy of the Mount Carmel Police Department this certificate of commendation.
And here I thought my last name was complicated.
All right. The second one, I prepared. I was a little more prepared for this one. The first one, we kind of had to make a sub. On February 25th, 2026, the Mount Carmel Fire Department, alongside mutual aid agencies, responded to a reported residential structure fire in the 300 block of Bay Street in Mount Carmel. Units were en route. While units were en route, dispatch advised of a confirmed address with the possibility of a victim trapped inside. Fire personnel arrived within 4 minutes of dispatch, observed heavy smoke coming from the home located at 320 Bay Street. Crews immediately deployed a hose line, forced entry into the structure, encountering zero visibility and intense heat conditions. Firefighters also navigated through heavy debris in the front room as suppression began. Simultaneously during the suppression, Captain Joseph Stapleton and firefighter Michael Clark were assigned primary search operations. Within 1 minute of initiating their search, they both located the victim and quickly removed her from the residence. Both firefighters safely transferred the patient to awaiting EMS personnel who began advanced medical care and prepared her for transport. The victim was in critical condition due to severe smoke inhalation and thermal injuries. During overhaul operations, crews discovered a cat suffering from respiratory distress and burn injuries. Fire personnel removed the cat and administered oxygen therapy on scene. Contact was made with Mount Carmel Pet Hospital to arrange emergency treatment. Mount Carmel Pet Hospital normally doesn't provide emergency services, but they understood the need in this situation and immediately responded. Thanks to the rapid and coordinated efforts of all responding personnel, both Diane Osborne and her cat Garfield survived the incident. While they both face long recoveries, they continue to show steady improvement each day. Although many individuals contributed to the successful rescue and care of the victims, none had a more direct impact than Captain Joseph Stapleton and firefighter Michael Clark. Their decision-making, composure under pressure, and exceptional fireground performance were instrumental in saving 2 lives. Without their decisive action, it is highly unlikely that either victim would have survived. There is no greater calling in the fire service than preserving human life. Countless hours of training, preparation prepare firefighters for moments like this. And Captain Stapleton and Firefighter Clark demonstrated those with the highest standard of courage, professionalism, and dedication. So for their heroic actions and life-saving efforts, Captain Stapleton and Firefighter Clark are hereby awarded the Life Saving Award. So, if you'll both come up. Excellent job.
Thank you, Chief. Certainly, it's moments like that when you truly take note of how important it is to have the quality of fire department we do, and we thank not only you but all the members and Mr. Clark and Mr. Stapleton. Thank you both for the excellent work you all did that day. So with that, we'll move on then to item number 7, approval and correction of the Board and Mayor and Alderman minutes dated February 26, 2026, monthly financial report and department reports.
Make a motion to accept.
I have a motion by Vice Mayor Bear, second by Alderman Benstock. Any discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. That'll take us into visitors' comments. So, got Mr. Gillespie here who wants to speak first.
Yeah, real quick, I'm Arthur Gillespie, County Property Assessor, and I was just wanting to inform everyone that we are in a reappraisal year, and change notices will be going out at the end of April, early May. Any questions, feel free to call me, come in the office. Just on the county's website, under the assessor site, there's a lot of information that'll explain the process. So any questions, please reach out.
Thanks, sir. Who else would like to? Go ahead.
Yes, I'm an employee that live at 176 Valley Crest Drive, and I just want to issue the sewer rate increase. How come we're having another sewer rate increase? Because it's higher than my light bill. And it's getting a little bit ridiculous living in Mount Carmel. There's people barely can, like senior citizens and me, I've not had a cost of living raise in 5 years. And a lot of people are struggling to put gasoline in their cars, put prescriptions on their shelf. And here we're going to raise another 5%. I mean, it's getting ridiculous. I mean, and why does it cost so much when we're getting it contracted? I don't understand that part. And the recycle thing down here, it costed $80,000. I don't think that's right, because you just drive down 2 miles of Carter Valley and the county provides it. I mean, I just don't think that's right. I mean, why, and if we're gonna spend $80,000 for something we don't need, why can't we have animal control? Down there in Hammond Estates, we got dogs walking around. I was in my garage working on my wife's car the other day, and somebody's dog started growling in my garage. I don't think that's right. We need animal control. We got cats running all over the place. If we're gonna spend $80,000 on recycling things we don't need, we need to have animal control. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else?
Sue Jarrett, I'm wearing my senior center hat today, and I would just like to commend Mount Carmel Police Department for the way that a little gentleman was handled that was lost. Very, it could have been a tragic situation, but they handled it with care and compassion. And the little gentleman was lost, didn't know where he was, but it turned out good. But we're to be thankful that we live in a community where we've got people caring for each other. Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else?
I just want to say the same comment. I'm here to represent the Osborne family, my husband's best friend's family. But once again, just like you said, with the police and fire department both, like it's amazing to have those type of people that's willing to put their lives on the line and just to help a neighbor.
Thank you very much. We'll get started then with item number A, second reading of ordinance 26-545, municipal court costs pay per offense fee. Tyler, if you-
So the purpose of this ordinance is to amend our Mount Carmel Municipal Code to authorize our municipal judge to impose an additional fee on traffic violations to offset the maintenance costs and upgrades in support of our municipal court system. So currently we pay about $6,500 per year for this system, and this would put the fee for that on the tickets that are issued from our officers. So this will save the town $6,500 per year.
So entertain a motion to approve that ordinance.
I move.
Second.
Have a motion by Alderman Benstock, second by Alderman Sugar, so the floor is open for discussion on that. Any other discussion, questions? Roll call, please.
Alderman Patrick,
Yes.
Alderman Cross,
Yes.
Alderman Sugar,
Yes.
Alderman Benstock,
Yes.
Alderman Gillum,
Yes.
Vice Mayor Bear,
Yes.
Mayor Gibson.
Yes, motion carries. Moves us on to item number A, discussion and consideration resolution 26-673, sewer rate change effective April 1st, 2026. Mr. Stoles.
So as we talked about last year at this time, we received a letter from the comptroller's office where we're in a deficit budget situation with an enterprise fund, which is unacceptable. That's the reason that the initial increase was done. And part of that process, we addressed it where we were going to address it every year in a more responsible manner, instead of not raising it for 10 years and then hitting with a large increase. We are out for a rate study right now that was required by the comptroller's office and the utility advisory board as well, and we do not have that back yet. So in light of that, my suggestion is we move forward with what we had addressed through the resolution of raising it based on a CPIU for water and wastewater maintenance, which is 4.6%. So the base rate would go from $43.88 to $45.90, and the additional charge for every 1,000 gallons over will go from $7.08 to $7.41. The information and the supporting documents are in front of you, and I'll answer any questions you may have.
So entertain a motion to approve.
So moved.
Second.
I'll second.
So I have a motion by Alderman Benstock, second by Vice Mayor Bear. Floor is open for discussion on the resolution. I do have one question for staff, maybe more of not an opinion on the resolution as much as with the ongoing issues that we've dealt with TDEC. Would it not look counterproductive to set up a policy and then turn around and a year later, basically ignore what we've already established?
I'm sure that we would hear about it from the comptroller's office and from TDEC.
So with the recommendation, that would be following what we've already set a year ago in the plan that we presented to TDEC and the comptroller in regards of this is how we're going to proactively, address this going forward.
Correct.
Thank you, sir. Any other discussion on that?
Did you say if we didn't raise it, they may come in and raise it even higher?
So what will happen is if we don't do our due diligence and we don't respond appropriately with what we said we were going to do and with what the rate study tells us to do, the Tennessee Utility Advisory Board can come in and take over your utility. They set the rate then, and they don't care what you think or anybody in this audience thinks. They will raise the rate to make sure that it funds appropriately the utility.
It may be cheaper what we pay.
No, sir, it will not be.
And any further discussion on that? Roll call, please.
Alderman Patrick,
Yes.
Alderman Cross,
Yes.
Alderman Schubert,
Yes.
Alderman Benstock,
Yes.
Alderman Gillum,
Nope.
Vice Mayor Bear,
Yes.
Mayor Gibson.
Yes. Motion carries. Takes us to discussion and consideration resolution 26-674 commemorating America 250.
This resolution is presented to you to commemorate the 250th anniversary of the founding of the United States, which is known as America 250. We are recognizing it across the country through local efforts and also federal and state efforts. So we have a Tennessee America 250 Commission that's promoting statewide, and they are encouraging communities to adopt resolutions like the one before you and host events and engage the residents in celebrating a historical milestone. So this resolution does that for Mount Carmel.
Entertain a motion to bring on the floor.
I make a motion.
Second.
Have a motion by Alderman Sugar, second by Alderman Benstock. That is open for discussion. Alderman Sugar, do you want to go ahead and announce the fourth?
Yes, we can. So this year, for the 4th of July, of course, 4th of July is on a Saturday this year. Dynamic Effects will be coming out and doing our fireworks. Our headliner is going to be Jensen Lyres, and our opening act is going to be the Blues Drivers. We will have the same family fun activities throughout the celebration. Music will kick off at 7 o'clock. We'll have food trucks, bounce houses, face painters, jelly ball, just a lot of fun things to come out and enjoy. And we'll have more online as the months go with that information.
Thank you. Any other discussion on that? All in favor? Opposed? Motion carries. So that'll take us into item number C, discussion and consideration resolution 26675, dissolution of Business and Economic Development Committee.
So the purpose of this resolution is to formally dissolve the Mount Carmel Business and Economic Development Committee. Back in April of 2025, you all voted to establish the committee as an advisory body to support economic growth, business retention. During our recent strategic planning meeting, it was brought up by Alderman Benstock that we might look at dissolving this board due to the fact that it hasn't gotten off the ground in the past year. So this is a proposed resolution based on that discussion to gauge the board's interest in dissolving that committee.
Need a motion to bring it
Make
on?
a motion.
Second.
I have a motion by Alderman Sugar, second by Alderman Benstock. Floor is open for discussion on that.
I mean, do I see should we have, I don't see a,
I mean, it's definitely taken longer to get it off the ground, just as some of the people discussing it, trying to bring that involvement with that have, we're looking for us to have more kind of on our end of prepared things, and that's taken time just to get up and going. Do I still think we need some kind of an economic plan, economic options for the county more than, for the city more than just what services we get from the county with the chamber? Yes. Is this the route to go? I don't know, but I still think that there needs to be something in place that the city's doing, looking at economic development outside of just hoping something comes in.
Yeah, I would agree. I just think that this is not the right way to do it at the right time.
Any other discussion on that? Once, twice. Roll call, please.
Alderman Patrick,
Yes.
Alderman Cross,
Yes.
Alderman Sugar,
yes.
Alderman Benstock,
Yes.
Alderman Gillum,
Go ahead, yes.
Vice Mayor Bear,
Yes.
Mayor Gibson.
No. Motion carries. Takes us to number 6, discussion and consideration resolution 26676, an interlocal agreement with the town of Rogersville for mutual assistance and municipal services.
Make a motion.
I have a motion for Alderman Sugar to bring it on the floor,
Second.
second by Alderman Benstock. So the floor is open for discussion on this. And we actually happen to have Mayor of Rogersville here with us tonight, Mr. Metz. So we certainly appreciate you coming out for this and appreciate you bringing this to our attention. Does anybody have any questions about that? And we kind of discussed it in the workshop of just being a good neighbor with Rogersville and having an on-paper working relationship.
Would you like me to give
Yes,
an
I'm
overview?
sorry. Got ahead of myself.
This resolution authorizes and approves an interlocal agreement between the town of Mount Carmel and the town of Rogersville for mutual assistance with municipal services, specifically public works. So this relates to temporary issues such as equipment failure, staffing shortages, emergency response, or seasonal events. So this will give us a formal framework to address the cooperation between the two municipalities. And neither party is required to provide assistance if their need is at home first. And this gives us approval to go ahead and move forward with it, and it's contingent upon Rogersville passing the same.
Any discussion on that?
It was just, we want to be good neighbors, and after I first became mayor, realized that occasionally Warrensville, that truck would break down, they would borrow one from Rogersville. We just wanted a formal way to handle that. And then I thought, this is another way to eliminate some of this turf war stuff that has seemingly happened in the past. So we just want to let you know that if something happens, we're here as a community to help out.
Thank you very much, and I think I would like to extend the same, that I think it's a good thing to have a working relationship with Rogersville, and then kind of some of the tribalism that goes on throughout the county, and again, just appreciate you extending this out. Do we have any other discussion on that? Let's do a roll call, please.
Alderman Patrick,
Yes.
Alderman Cross,
Yes.
Alderman Schugert,
Yes.
Alderman Benstock,
Yes.
Alderman Gillum,
Yep.
Vice Mayor Bear,
Yes.
Mayor Gibson.
Yes. Motion carries. So item number F, we're actually going to be pulling tonight. So we're going to,
You got
E is
E.
first.
yeah, I see that now. Item number E, discussion and consideration, resolution 26677, LPRF grant contract authorization.
Make a motion.
I have a motion by Alderman Schugert, second by Alderman Benstock. Tyler, if you'd like to go over that.
So in 2023, you all approved a resolution to apply for an LPRF grant. This was for the remodel of the bathroom in the pavilion at Mount Carmel Park. That project is getting ready to go under construction next week. That 3-year timeline that you put in the resolution is about to expire, and so this gives another extension of that time, which will extend it to whenever the project is finished, which we hope is by the end of September of this year. And it also gives myself and the mayor the ability to sign any contracts or agreements related to that grant.
Have any discussion on that item?
Is it a complete remodel of the bathrooms in tear down and rebuild of the pavilion?
It's so the exterior walls will remain, but the whole inside of the bathroom will be remodeled. The roof will be replaced, and then the pavilion will be torn down to the slab and rebuilt.
Any other questions? Roll call, please.
Alderman Patrick,
Yes.
Alderman Cross,
Yes.
Alderman Schugert,
Yes.
Alderman Benstock,
Yes.
Alderman Gillum,
Yep.
Vice Mayor Bear,
Yes.
Mayor Gibson.
Yes. Motion carries. That'll take us into item number F, which now we're going to pull item number F due to just waiting on some contractor documentation with Kingsport on that. Likely be seeing that come back to you next month. So we'll move on to item number G, discussion and consideration, mayor's appointment to fill the Parks Committee vacancy. And so I will be nominating Mr. Ben White to fill that seat on the Parks Committee. He is, so we don't have a formal document on that. So I'll just be nominating Mr. Ben White, resident, lives in town, to fill that seat. So do we need
I'm making
You have a second?
a second.
so then all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. And that'll take us on to item number H, discussion and consideration surplus items.
Would you like an overview?
Yes,
first?
please.
So we are requesting authorization to declare certain property as surplus and approve of its disposal. 2 items from the police department: the 2012 Dodge Charger, 153,799 miles in poor condition. 2013 Dodge Charger, 102,449 miles poor condition. Also an office desk from the library that is in good condition, that can likely be sold through gov deals and put back into other needs at the library.
Entertain a motion to approve.
Motion.
Second.
Have a motion by Alderman Schubert, second by Alderman Vinstock. Any further discussion on that? Would all of those go on gov deals?
I'm not sure as to the condition of the two vehicles, but if we can salvage some kind of monetary value out of them, we will.
Thank you. Any other discussion on that? All in favor say aye. Opposed? Motion carries. All right, so that completes the agenda for the night, and definitely just appreciate everybody coming out and joining us this evening. And we'll go ahead and start getting started with comments. Alderman Patrick?
No.
Alderman Cross? Alderman Sugar?
Yes, we have our Easter egg hunt is this Saturday at the city park. It'll start at 12 o'clock with the hunt actually beginning at 12:10. So bring sure to bring your families up there.
And if I could add just one thing to that, we certainly appreciate the senior center
Yes.
today for unpacking the eggs and packing them back up, getting them ready for us. Thank you all so much for that. That was a huge help, and we greatly appreciate all the time that you helped volunteer with us.
You're most welcome. Those children should be very happy whenever they receive these eggs.
Thank you so much.
I think I'm going to
All right, Alderman Vinstock?
I just want to commend and thank the heroes that we appreciated this evening. You guys do an awesome job. You put a lot of risk. We don't say it often enough, but we really appreciate you guys.
Thank you, sir. Alderman Gillum?
Nope, go ahead.
Vice Mayor?
I have nothing.
And we'll move to staff. Mr. Stables?
I just want to echo what Alderman Benstock said. I came here right after that fire the next day and told you all about it because I had a first-hand view of it. And as you all know, I spent 40 years in emergency services, and what I saw on that scene, you all have the best of the best here. And I want to say thank you to all of you for what y'all do.
Absolutely. Thank you, Tyler.
We have two announcements. First will be town offices will be closed on April 3rd for Good Friday. The other announcement is we received notice this week that if our 2026 grant for the park is approved, then the state will cover the matching funds, so it'll be 100% funded.
That's amazing.
wow.
That's a lot of.
So that's not saying that the grant will be approved, but if it is, it will be 100% funded. A $2 million project.
And
Yeah.
how many?
$2 million project.
Nice.
That's amazing.
So our state representatives' contact information I'll post on. Thank you. That's some wonderful news. Alan?
Nothing to add, thank you.
So with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
So moved.
Have a motion by Alderman Benstock, second by Alderman Sugar. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Everybody have a wonderful night.
Thank you.